Hey, Drew James here from LearnGuitarInLondon.com, and I'm doing The Night We Met by Lord Huron. Originally on an electric guitar, and I can see why, because pressing down some of these bar chords is a little challenging, as I've found on my acoustic. Now, I've got a couple of different versions for you on this, right? I've got a easier, throw in some more open chord version, which I suggest you give a try to start with, because you might know those chords and it'll be easier for you to get the arpeggio or the picking that we do alongside it. And then I'll take you through the full version that's been done. Basically, it's the same line over and over again, more or less throughout the song. It stops here and there, but it's all the same thing. Let's start learning it. So there's 4 chords that you need to learn, and I'm going to show you the easier way to do it first, and I'll take you through each chord and give it a name, and then I'll show you the bar chord way of doing it next. So to start with, it's an F sharp minor. When Lord Huron does it on the record, he's doing an F sharp minor up here as the bar chord and down here as the E shape. So that's called an A minor shape, it's called an E shape. Now what I'm doing to simplify that for you, if you find those sort of things just too difficult, is pressing down the bottom 3 strings on the 2nd fret with the ring finger over on the 4th fret on the D string. So that's what I'm going to call the easier F sharp minor. However, if you're fine with this, then do this and just pick it. See, it's the same thing, but this is kind of a good little introduction to bars. So if you're new to them and you want to get the hang of them, this is a great song to try them on, especially with this chord. So that's the F sharp minor. That changes to an E. So the E major, 1st fret on the G string, 2nd fret on the A, 2nd fret on the D. I label the strings EADGBE, Dynamite, Goodbye, Eddie, EADGBE, okay? And you strum all 6 for that. That's your E chord. You also need an A chord. So moving from this to an A, you just move your middle and ring finger down to the G and G on the 2nd fret and tuck your little finger underneath on the fret 2 on the B string. That is one way of doing an A. You might see people doing it this way or this way, but I strongly recommend that you do this way. It's much easier to change from E, and it's easier to squeeze smaller fingers into fret 2 than it is big fat chunkers like these here, okay? So the A is the next chord, and for that you strum, well, you're going to be picking it, but you strum if you were learning how to strum it, the bottom 5, okay? And then one other, which is our D major. So fret 2 on the G string, fret 2 on the E, and fret 3 on the B, and we strum the bottom 4. Sweet little chord, just using those high strings, okay? So they're all the chords you're going to need. Now, I'm not saying that we're not going to mess about with them a bit with the picking pattern, okay? But they are the ones that are going to need initially. So I'm going to take you through now the picking pattern of the easy version, okay? Which will, starting with our F sharp minor, we're going to start on the D string. And we're going to go down the strings in a linear order, D, G, B, E. Then we're going to come back the way we came to B, G. So I like to anchor point my little finger on the body of the guitar. 50% of my students get on well with that. The other 50% say, no, not for me. I want my hand to float. Decide what works best for you. I thought I'd tell you because for some people, that's a really nice anchor point, myself included. Okay, another question. Should you be down, up picking this? I think not. It's quite slow. And there's not really much syncopation or weird rhythm in it. So keep the picking simple. Down picks the whole way. That's what I say. I bet another lesson has probably said, oh yeah, you've got to alternate pick it because it's 8th beats. What's the point in making things more complicated than they need to be? All right, so all downs. That's how I like to play it. And we've then got the E chord. So when we play the E, we play the thickest string, the A string, and the G string. Now we just pick 3 notes from it. So the F sharp minor has a lot of notes, and it finishes the bar with 3 of the E. So 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and... Okay, so we've got these extra notes being picked in here with the E, and as soon as you've done that, you're going to move to the A chord. And with the A chord, it's A, D, G, B, E, D. And you do it twice. So that's A string, D string, G string, B string, G string, D string. But you pick it so far we've got F sharp minor, E, A, next part is F sharp minor, A, and this time you're just using the 3 notes of A. Last time it was E, this time it's A, and it's the A, D, G, and then moving to a D chord and playing this, the D, G, B, E, B, G. So you just go down linear to the strings and return up to the G. Twice. Okay, so that second half of the song, this is the second time we do the F sharp minor, A, D, and then you'd repeat that pattern, F sharp minor, E, A, and A again, F sharp minor, A, D. Okay, good. So you've got the hang of that. Let's move on to making your lives much harder with these bar chords, especially on acoustic, all right? So if you're on electric, you're gonna have an advantage. So fret 9, making an F sharp minor. This is a higher octave F sharp minor. We're gonna be barring the bottom 5 strings. I don't bother barring the top string, and in fact I use the tip of my index finger to touch the thickest string to stop that from ringing in case I hit it. And then I'm making an A minor shape chord. Now this means that it's 9 with the bar, middle finger's on 10 on the B string, ring and pinky is on 11 on the G and the D and the G. And the picking pattern, so we're starting on the A string, A, D, G, B, G, D, okay? So that's your part at the beginning. That's your F sharp minor. You're then moving this bar down 2 frets to fret 7, and you're going to lay down either with the ring finger as a flattened second bar on fret 9 to get an E, like this, or you can use middle ring and pinky. I do find with this, especially on acoustic, it's really hard to squeeze those fingers into that 9th fret. I find that really difficult. So if you try the double bar thing, with the ring finger like this, pressing down the G, B, and C, G, D, G, and B, so they're ringing. This is the next chord, this is your E. And you're picking just 3 notes of that, like we did in the easy version. It's the A string, the D string, and the B string. So far we've got good. From there, we're going to move to an A played as a bar chord. Come down 2 more frets with your bar. Don't lift up the whole hand and place it down. Just move your bar around, put it on fret 5. And this time you're going to do what's known as an E-shaped bar chord. So put down your middle finger on fret 6 on the G string, ring and pinky on fret 7 on the A and the D. There's your A chord. And you're going to be picking that from the thickest string down to the G and then back up again. Up and do that twice. So you can see it's exactly the same picking pattern, it's just that we're doing different chords. Now when I say it's the same picking pattern, it's the same amount of picks for each chord, but we are playing different strings, so that is important to understand, right? So the F sharp minor, E, A, again with A. Now what makes this song quite nice the second time is that he doesn't do the F sharp minor up here on fret 9 anymore, he does it down here on fret 2, so you're barring on fret 2 and you've got your ring and pinky on fret 4 on the A and the D, pressing as hard as you can. And with this chord we're going to be starting on the thickest string and going down and returning up. So that's A, D, A, E, A, D, G, D, A. And then you're going to be coming back to the A chord, so sliding this up to fret 5 and the ring middle and bring the middle finger down, okay? And just picking the E string, A string and D string. So we've got And finally, a D chord played as an A-shaped bar chord. So the good thing is we don't need to move the fret finger at all, okay? We just take the middle ring and pinky finger, and I do like to use the A shape for this because it gives me the purchase that I need. With my guitar, the setup is a little higher than I want it at the moment, so I'm having to use the middle ring and pinky because I get more tone out of it. However, I can do it this way if my guitar was a little better set up, but middle ring and pinky finger, do try that as an A shape. And pick it down, A, D, G, B, D, G, okay? So that little part at the end is A, D, and D again. And then that just goes round. F sharp minor, A, D. Okay, twice. So that is the full structure of the song. There's a part in the chorus where there's a break, and he returns on the A chord to this part. But other than that, it's the same order of chords going round the entire song. Really great song. I hope you've enjoyed the lesson. If you have, leave it a thumbs up and keep on playing.